If you've ever had to remove stickers from your boat, you know how much of a pain it can be. Trying so hard to get the sticker and the glue off without hurting the finish on the boat underneath. Well, our friend and Practical Sailor contributor Marc has just the ticket. Check this out.
Good morning, guys. Today I got a bit of a job to do. I want to remove the striping on my boat, which are 29 years old, original striping. I did try to use a heat gun and a razor blade last weekend. It was a disaster. I only managed to get about 3 feet. And even though I tried to use the heat gun at a distance or whatever, I ended up damaging the boat actually, and it was hard. So I did a lot of research on YouTube and called some companies and some vendors as well. This is what I got. So these are wheels. They're rubber wheels. These are called the vented ones. There are some that are not vented, and they're designed for stripping vinyl off of surfaces, whether it's fiberglass or, you know, pinstriping on cars or lettering and stuff like that. And the 4 wheels, each one comes with its own bit that you can screw in into the wheel, and it has a marker to say, okay, this is where you stop. So when you wear it down to that line right there, is your maximum. I also got myself, and this stupidly I didn't know this existed, but these are plastic razor blades. So they came with 2 handles. These are and 100 razor blades. They're reversible. So when you're scraping off the vinyl off a surface, much less damage than, say, a metal razor blade. Okay, so there's my pinstriping. As you can see, it's 30 years old. The boat's in 1995, so it's actually 29 years old. But you'll see, you know, why I really want to replace it. Well, I don't know if you can see it from there, but this is actually pretty damn amazing. I wish I would have had that last week. It would have made no damage to the gel coat. It's completely clean. I did about 10 inches in about 30 seconds or so. Just after that, I'll just have to pass over with some either acetone or whatever, just to decontaminate it and take some of the residue off. But this is a pretty amazing wheel, guys. I don't even think it hasn't even begun to wear. There's a little original line right there, and it's still there, so it hasn't even begun to start wearing. And the surface is nowhere near being very hot, so I'm not even affecting the gel coating like that. The wheel is not hot. It doesn't seem to be taking a lot of power, so even though I've got a battery drill, I'm sure I'll be able to do quite a good distance between having to charge the battery. So that's pretty amazing. I'm going to keep working, and then I'll show you guys when I'm done. All right. There you go, guys. It's really impressive. You know, my father used to always say, work smart, not hard. Well, this is working smart, guys, so don't hesitate. Okay, guys, so I finished removing all the stripes for the whole port side, the 27 feet of stripes. Once I was done, there was still some, in some places, just some glue residue. So what I did is I used the methyl hydrate, which is like a denaturalized alcohol, along with a microfiber and the plastic scraper, and I was able to remove all of the residue. It really looks great. Now, because Catalina only provides 50-foot rolls of the striping, I've only got 50 feet, so 25 feet for each side. So even though the original came to the end over here, I'm going to be probably finishing around here on each side, and what I'll do is I'll just sort of like give it an angle to match this angle over here. Only because I wasn't going to buy a second roll from Catalina Direct. The whole thing landed in Canada for 50 feet, cost me $180 Canadian in shipping. Now, because of that, from about here to there, now I'm going to give it a nice compound with my palm sander to remove really all visible traits of the, because of the sun, 30 years of sun tanning and all that. So I'll try and remove as much of that as I can. and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so now I've taken my roll of stripes that I got. Like I said, it was a 50-foot roll, so I did basically, I measured it out, or I actually folded it in half, and now I just apply it. So right now it's still got the backing tape. All I am is I just taped it about every 3 feet or so with masking tape, just holding it in place. Before I did that, I made sure that I went over the whole surface with denaturalized alcohol or methyl hydrate, and or if you want acetone, if you want to use acetone, just let it dry. So I know that the surface underneath is not decontaminated. So there's where it ends up. So when I'm going to be done with this, I'll use a razor blade, and I'll finally just cut like just an angle here, so that it matches this shape over here, because my lines don't come all the way to the end. I did compound the hell out of this here, so I could still see a bit of the remnants of where the original lines were, but it's not as bad, and over time hopefully it won't be so noticeable. So there it is right there. So now I'm going to go prepare my spray bottle with some soapy water. Okay, so there's the finished product. So once I had measured and statically put the tape on, or sorry, the stripes on with the masking tape, I then sprayed the whole surface with the soapy water from a spray bottle, and there you go. And I squeegeed as I went along and removed the backing tape. I squeegeed the air out of the thing, and then once I was all done, I cut my angles over here. So I cut them to the shape of the back stern. And then I went one more time with a plastic spatula throughout the whole length before removing the top tape. And then there you go, finished result. It was amazing work. Again, with that stripping wheel, it was unbelievable. This thing here, by all means, you know, that was the magic thing for me, and as well as learning that there are plastic, you know, those like razor blade scrapers. That was amazing. So by all means, I recommend, if you have anything to remove, like stickers off anything, a car, whether it's a metal surface or fiberglass or plastic, does an awesome job. And as you can see, I only use 1/3 of one wheel only for a whole side. So I'm pretty impressed.
I don't know about you guys, but I ordered one while I was watching his video. Marc is a great resource for do-it-yourself projects, and if you want to see his whole catalog of videos, check out his YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. We make new videos around here every Monday and Saturday. If you have a do-it-yourself project and want to be featured on Practical Sailor, drop us a line at comments@practical-sailor.com.